Trustee, can we get your age, state, and who you voted for?
Yeah, I am 42. I am from the greatest political state of Wisconsin. I voted for Donald J. Trump 5 out of 6 times.
Okay. What would you like to talk about?
I want to know what's with the prompt here. Turning Point is a breeding ground for white supremacy culture. I don't see any of that.
Yes.
I've worked with Turning Point quite a bit. I know a lot of people there. I don't see any of that. I think you guys are just being hateful and really undermining Charlie's great life and the greatest loss in our country in quite a long time.
So you
Wait a
don't think
minute.
go ahead, Val.
I was just going to ask him what he was elected to in 2019, reelected to in 2022, and retired from in 2025.
Oh, that's in my title. I was a local elected official. I represented about 40,000 residents, about 110,000 total with their business population.
And so look, I hate playing this thing. I won't play it all. I'll play some of it, but it just proves what an idiot people like Trustee is.
Trustee, don't you think it's that Turning Point is a propaganda machine for the Republican Party? Let's just get to the point.
I'm going to be like,
Trustee, don't you think it's that Turning Point is a propaganda machine for the Republican Party? Let's just get to the point. I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's close. Don't you think it's
Hold on a minute. Audio you're going to hear is all Charlie Kirk's own words. This is his own words taken from speeches and other events that he has taken part in. So we might have to make this a two-part. I don't know. We'll see, but let's get started.
I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. It begs the question, when you see a black pilot, you wonder, you say, I hope they are qualified. And in the spirit of affirmative action, we have Ramon and Cadillac are your two pilots. They've never flown before, but they are black. If I'm dealing with somebody in customer service who's a moronic black woman, is she there because of her excellence, or is she there because of affirmative action? I'm only here because of affirmative action. We know you do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously. The war on white people continues. You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken somewhat seriously. We are raising a generation of weak people like Simone Biles. LeBron James is a self-interested, narcissistic, and we know he's not very smart. You're representing your nation. You're selfish sociopath, not very bright, not wise, not somebody of good character. She is a shame to the country. Blacks in America did not have the same rights they have today. Data shows they were actually better in the 1940s. Let's get loud for Kyle Rittenhouse. I'm also going to offer some context and some nuance about the death of George Floyd that no one dares to say out loud, which is that this guy was a scumbag. Remember what BLM stands for? Burn, loot, and murder. Now, does that mean it deserves to die? That's two totally different things. Of course not. Prowling blacks go around for fun to go target white people. That's a fact. There's no such thing as white privilege or racism. So black people are allowed to talk about black culture in a way that white culture cannot. Black people can go up and say that there's a baby mama problem in black America, and white people are not allowed to say that. Oh, I just did. So what do? Cancel me? Black people are allowed to say. Black people are allowed to say. Oh man, black people are allowed. Skin color now gets their own summertime celebration. Oh wow, look how far blacks have come. It has now become a racial complaining day. Thomas Sowell and Justice Clarence Thomas are far better black role models to celebrate than Martin Luther King. This guy is not worthy of a national holiday. There's a mythology around MLK that does not warrant the reverence that he gets treated with in America. We have a federal holiday to a guy that talked about race all the time. Kirk describes King as, quote, a bad guy. It's true. We celebrate the Civil Rights Act more than the American founding. The country made a mistake when it passed the Civil Rights Act. Also true. The Democrats are not lifting a finger to remember the well over 100 people that have died in Texas Hill Country. The death toll likely would not have been as high if it wasn't for DEI. Ketanji Brown Jackson is what your country looks like on critical race theory. You're going to remove my appendix and you're a black lesbian. Ketanji Brown Jackson is an embodiment of the tyranny that we currently live under. She's an ideological, unintelligent, yet confident fanatic. Why does Kirk believe passing the Civil Rights Act was a mistake? Now, again, apparently they don't listen to the show because we do that at least once a week, right? So she wants to be the first ever black woman on the Supreme Court, and she won't even admit that she's a woman. The transgender movement is an introductory phase. These doctors need to be put in prison to get you to strip yourself of your humanity. A Nuremberg-style trial Interestingly, I think there is an argument to bring back the MRS degree. Reject feminism. Young women need to get married at a younger age and start having kids. Like, don't I'm studying sociology. We know why you're here. Submit to your husband, Taylor. You're not in charge. You will find a husband if you have the intent to find a husband. You got to change your name. If not, you don't really mean it.
Democrat women want to die alone without children.
A lot of them are on birth control too, and birth control really screws up female brains. By the way, it's really rich. I didn't know women not to complain 50 years ago. That's funny. We should tell them to stop freezing their eggs and start finding their partner earlier and have lots of babies. Every single one of you need to make sure that your loved ones are not on birth control. So materially insane to think that 1 in 5 American women will be raped in their life.
It is. I agree.
No, meaning that they're lying about being raped.
You're comparing abortion to the Holocaust.
Absolutely, I am. In fact, it's worse. It's worse because Jewish donors have been the #1 funding mechanism of radical, open border, neoliberal, quasi-Marxist policies. By the way, this is my other problem with death penalty. It takes too long, too many appeals. It should be public. It should be quick. It should be televised. Well, at what age should you start to see public execution?
16.
I think you could do it earlier. I think you maybe at age 12. I want to watch that execution. That'll make my day better. I mean, Joe Biden is a bumbling, dementia-filled Alzheimer's, corrupt tyrant who should honestly be put in prison and/or given the death penalty for his crimes against America. The Democrat Party believes everything that God hates. Like, we're dealing with maggots, vermin, and swine here. These are not good people. They're not even a little bit good. In fact, I know people that went to Haiti passively as agnostic atheists, and they came back searching for Jesus because they saw legit demonic activity. Kamala Harris wants to see the elimination of the United States of America. Democrat Party supports everything that God hates. There's not much you can do, folks. You have a government that hates you. You have a traitor as a president. Buy weapons. I keep on saying that. As top Republicans reject any link between GOP rhetoric and Paul Pelosi assault. If some amazing patriot out there in San Francisco wants to really be a midterm hero, someone should go and bail this guy out. Native-born Americans, you better buy weapons. Everybody have a lot of guns at your disposal. I would never leave your home without a weapon. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year, so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. We actually need looser gun laws because I think that the three of us, they said we have more guns at the Turning Point HQ than you can imagine. Yeah, if anyone ever tries to come, oh no, imagine the world without Joy Reid. Imagine the world without Sheila Jackson Lee or Michelle Obama or Ketanji Brown Jackson. I am channeling the emotions of millions of conservatives who are angry.
Holy cow, this is taking forever. When is this going to end? This is the definition of propaganda. Holy cow. Finally. Well, speaking about propaganda, right before that started, that is the definition of propaganda right there.
That's propaganda.
100%.
He's also a anti-Semite.
Sure, that is 100% propaganda. It took somebody a long time to put that together.
How is it propaganda when it's simply a recording of someone's quote?
Sure. Well, they're not full quotes. Let's start with that. They're not full quotes. These are one sentence at most answers.
Trusty. These are statements, right? And when he's
they come with a lot of context that's missing. And we can go through it. I'm pretty fluent in most of those arguments.
Trusty, let me help you with the content part. They're throwing MAGA hats at his rallies. They're throwing the Document 47 hats at these rallies. You're not telling me that's propaganda? Really?
No, that's supporting a political candidate.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's a...
Exactly.
What you just played was 100% Democrat evil propaganda, and that was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting propaganda. And
that's horseshit. Because they think, it's bullshit. Exactly. Sorry.
No. It came from his own mouth. If something comes from your own mouth, it's not propaganda. If it was propaganda, it was Kirk's propaganda. Because
what a bunch of fragile assholes.
It was his propaganda for the right. I also called he was an anti-Semite.
People assassinated one of the best political leaders we've ever had.
Thank you.
One of the best communicators.
And thank you for dropping him, because that was a horrible human being.
I'm not done with these motherfuckers.
Is there a difference between a quote and a statement? It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Oh, it's so dumb.
Yeah, it wasn't quotes. What he was saying was statements that he's made over the years. They were statements he made.
Which were disgusting.
Which have a lot of context that is missing.
Birth control is rotten women.
You can't. This is obvious what you just presented to him. And if they don't need anything more than this, I don't know what they need.
Not only that, Turning Point paid for Stop the Steal stages and buses for J6.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do another
Kind of set off, but I'm sitting here listening to him. And I'm like, you are really calling that propaganda? You complete idiot.
100% propaganda.
Jesus Christ.
Well, you want to talk about it?
I'm glad you have this prompt because I agree. Turning Point is an organization that has to be looked at.
You just believe cult lies
in detail.
You're just in a cult. You guys are the definition of a cult. I mean, it had scary music and everything behind it. How much more propaganda can it be? These guys are idiots.
Yes.
Let me up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Why are they scared to debate anybody?
Val left. She should come back.
It's just a Democrat echo chamber of hate. They're so scared to debate. Charlie wasn't scared to debate.
Do something with debating.
These people.
Think about it. It's all linked to religion too, right? So it's a cult.
He said I was stuttering.
And I don't have a problem with religion. I just have a problem with people manipulating people using religion.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the problem with organized religion.
Why don't you let me up and we'll talk about it?
I think it's a subcult. I think it's a subcult of MAGA.
Yeah, that would be a better
cult. Yeah, they're a subcult.
You know what? Let's see if we can get him a trusty. Titan. Let's see if we can get him a Titan. Hold on.
Turning Point's a great place. What are you talking about? But then when he heard those, boy, he started coming back with, you guys talk about propaganda.
Yeah,
that's propaganda. No, sir.
It was poetic that it ended in Utah. Poetic.
Yes.
So poetic.
Correct.
Mosquito, he's got over 300 followers. So let's see. Go ahead, Jeff.
Mosquito, you there?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Good. Hey, we would like to know the state that you originated from and who you voted for in the last election, sir.
Yeah, I'm the swamps of Minnesota, and I voted for the Trump guy.
Okay. So would you like to talk about what's on the screen, or would you like to talk about something specifically you may have heard?
Yeah, I heard the whole thing. And then I saw you drop the guy. I don't know why you're scared to debate, but here I am. Maybe I can fill in some holes for you about all the lies that you are believing.
Hold on. Let me clarify something. We dropped somebody because they were trying to ignore the facts that we were just showing. So if you want to ignore the facts that we're showing, we can do the same thing for you.
No, I don't think that was the case at all. I think you're going to lie about it to protect your ass.
Why would you consider that lie? What am I protecting?
Well, I think he said that, he could go through each one or each case or something. He was willing to debate, but you just dumped him.
That's not true, sir.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, it's what happened.
Yeah, we're not going to Charlie Kirk's statement that he made.
Well, you don't want
various outlets.
You don't want any context behind it. You just want to play your propaganda bullshit.
His word is word. His words are statements, not
but when you're on talk radio and stuff, there's like a lot of context and a lot of explanation.
They don't need context. They
do.
Need context.
A lot of context.
Do not need context.
Would you like to go through a few? I'm pretty versed on it. I'm pretty good mosquito on this.
No, they don't.
No, you're not versed on anything. You're versed on what you truly believe in your head.
It sounds like you're scared to debate me now. It sounds like you might dump me because you're a bunch of pussies and scared to debate.
No,
who wasn't scared to debate? Charlie Kirk. He was never scared. And he would own all of you, as I'm going to own you now.
Hold on. Here's the thing. Charlie Kirk was a piece of shit, racist, misogynist, homophobic. And if you can't admit that, you're one too.
Yes.
Yeah, let's debate about it.
You're one too.
I see.
Yes.
I owned you. Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
No, he's gone.
Oh, he's gone. Good. I mean, this guy's going, well, I can tell you, you can tell me what you probably positioned yourself to try to answer to those as if they weren't quotes from this man. And to say they're taken out of context is a lie.
It's not a lie.
So let's
You didn't let
bring
me
up karma.
You didn't let me explain
just-
anything. You're just a liar.
We got reported. We got reported either by who was it? Mosquito,
The Turning Point guy.
or the guy in the green down here. What the hell was his name? True. Just a second, I'll tell you who it is. We got reported by one of the two.
No, you
We got
didn't. I don't
visibly
report.
restricted.
Trustee.
So no, there is no explaining away Charlie Kirk's own quotes. I don't care if you say there's context to it or what there are. There's no explaining it.
All right, guys. Well, that was rather disgusting. They don't want anybody up here. They just want an echo chamber and just to spread their own hate, cult, and lies. Charlie is one of the greatest political voices that we've ever had in this country. He was one of my idols, and I believe he was going to take the torch from Rush Limbaugh here very, very soon. But these people are absolutely disgusting. And you know what? We are all Charlie Kirk. Hey, let's hit that subscribe button. Share it out. And we will talk to you guys later. Rest in peace, Charlie.